Talking about technology and how technology is disrupting humanity generally, I think for me, it's the same across board. Of course, it's then unique to application area, depending on which sector you play. I think some of the things to bear in mind or take into consideration, one is the processing power, the shared processing power that we have today that we didn't have before. So days when, if you're recording a video, for instance, so you imagine all those cameras that used to be based on whatever tape they record on, and how many of them you will need. You're going to a wedding event. How many of those you will need to change and all of that. I think we're at a time now where, because things are on one hand based on cloud, and also because the devices have a strong processing power, I think that gives the chance for people to be able to create extremely exciting content that I think we're even not scratching the surface on yet. So when you start to talk about mixed reality, those things are possible because we can now process, content at a level that is currently unprecedented. I think another one that is big is the fact that the current digital technology, particularly through internet, gives us the chance to connect people to people way faster than we've ever seen before. The fact that if I create a content today, I can share it with tons of people without needing any special, equipment or devices to do that. And they can also take it on as well and interact with it. I think that's also been big for the creative economy, not only in Nigeria, I think across board, to be honest. But what we're beginning to see, which is also exciting, that I think we're still not open to yet on the continent, is the fact that you can also connect people to machines, right? Which means you can, you as an individual, you have a machine, you can use it to create content, push it to another machine that is remote, a single machine that a mass amount of people can actually have access to. I think that's also disrupting really, really significantly. Broadly, when you look at what this means for creatives, I think you're looking at the fact that these technologies are beginning to also cut out a lot of middlemen or middle players in that sense. The days where you needed to hire a special company to help you do your short video, if you can really get on it yourself and get going. Even seeding those content into platforms where people will get to see them. If you're creative, you don't need all of those anymore. We see what is happening on things like TikTok, but also Instagram as well, where people create and they push their content from one to many. So that opportunity to be able to push content from one to many, I think is also big. So you find that the middlemen now need to have strong offers for creative for them to be truly relevant. If you see a creative that is entrepreneurial and innovative, which comes by nature in some cases, the innovative bit, not entrepreneurial bit, I think you'll find that it's easy for them to reach their audience. The other bit I think is also exciting is the fact that you can also actually interact with your audience and you can create this content and your product in such a way that people can not only consume it, they can interact with them as well. Right, which gives massive opportunity for feedback. And that comes in so many ways, from basic things like analytics. So if you see people that are really smart, there's so many analytics tools that you can use to better understand how your users or consumers are reacting to your content. And that can then help you give some sort of direction to what you create in future, where you put your resources as well. Instead of just firing blank or waiting for hard stuff to inform your decision in terms of how you create, that opportunity is there. If you see people that are really smart as well, you can also actually collect, beyond analytics data, you can collect real-time feedback from people as they engage your content. So some of the things we've seen will be, I think what Rimini was talking about, when she was saying there are content that she doesn't dig, for instance, but millions of people into them. But you see comments on these things, and those comments, if you see a smart creative who can actually use data science really well, you can extract them, you can extrapolate the content, and you can even do deep level analysis of social network analysis on the content as well. Because if you know the people that are constantly consuming your content, there are tools today, slightly advanced, probably not available to everyone, but at least you can analyze the network of the people who consume your content. And through that analysis, you know who else to target to be able to grow your reach. So it's endless. I don't know how many minutes I've got for this, but I think, the biggest part when you're thinking about it is that unprecedented opportunity for human to connect to humans from so many places. So you're in a village in Ijebu-Ode, you can connect with millions of people all over the world. So you can imagine that the opportunity and what is possible there is endless. It's endless.